Astra's banner is finally coming to an end, which means we're getting close to the second phase of 1.5. And this means we can finally spend our pulls into Evelyn. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the pull value for all these units we get in the second phase. We have Evelyn signature, we have Qingyi, which is getting a rerun, and also Qingyi signature. And just to make it clear, this banner cycle is going to be longer than the usual, and that's because on the 1.4 version, the whole patch, it was shorter than the usual. So we have a total of 4 weeks to hold their pulls, or maybe spend their pulls, trying to get these units. Now, another really quick advice for you is that the second banner cycle lasts all the way until the special program for the next version, in this case the version 1.6. So if you want to make sure you're not going to spend your pulls in something that is going to get power crept in the next version, wait until the special program, so this way you can see what they are going to bring in the next patch. Anyway, let's start the video, and let's start by talking about Evelyn. Brand new character, huge attacker unit, which kind of brings the full flavor of quick swap into the game. There's a lot of animations that can swap when playing Evelyn, and it just feels really good for you. Just swap your units around, try to apply buffs, debuffs on enemies, and maximize your damage. If you like playing quick swap, you feel like this idea of swapping in between animations to maximize your damage, Evelyn is the character for you. But all of this comes with a huge problem, the signature weapon, which I can't sugarcoat it. It was going to be like really disingenuous for me to sugarcoat it because it's a huge gap, really huge gap. I have some numbers here, I'm going to be talking about it, but in case you don't know, Evelyn signature is going to offer you 24% crit rate as secondary stat and also unconditional 50% crit damage. This means that as long as you keep it in any attacker unit, you're getting 24% crit rate and 50% crit damage for free, without doing anything at all, just by staying on the field with this weapon. It is insane value, just because of this crit rate. We have access to a lot of attack buffs in a lot of different supports. Astra, for example, 1200 attack, 1600 attack if you own Mindscape 2 on Astra. So trust me, it is really worth it for you to get this because you don't have access to a lot of crit buffs. Astra provides 25%, Lucy provides 10%. What else we have? Nicole provides 15% crit rate, and there's also Lighter signature, which provides 30% crit damage. So anyway, there's not too much sources of crit buffs, and trust me, using this on an attacker, any attacker, as long as you pair with a huge attack buff such as Astra, insane value. And the second part is tailored for Evelyn. It makes you ignore the fire resistance of the enemy when using chain attacks and ultimates. In case you're thinking about Soldier 11, yes, it is good on Soldier 11, but not because of the second part. The second part here won't be increasing your Soldier 11 DPS that much, because the chain attack and ultimate damage are the only thing that is going to benefit from this fire resistance ignore. Soldier 11 deals a lot of damage on the basic attack, not on the chain attack and ultimate. The damage increase is not that huge on Soldier 11, but it's still really good, especially if you're pairing with Caesar, if you're pairing with Astra, you can get a lot of value from Heartstring Nocturne. And since I mentioned numbers, and I know you're probably here because you like numbers, I like numbers, but if you don't like, you can skip this part. I'm going to leave a timestamp for you because I'm feeling good today. Anyway, I have Brimstone, which in my opinion is one of the best S-rank engines in the game because of how generalist it is. You can just equip it in anyone that deals basic attack and it is going to work like wonders. We have Markata Desire, which is considered to be one of the best free-to-play options for Evelyn. I actually disagree with this one, but I'm going to explain why. And we have, of course, Evelyn signature. Now, Brimstone is really good, but not for this rotation that I use. I use the same rotation I used on my combat showcase video, which is 4 chains attacks and ultimate in a single stun window. So lots of burst damage here. The problem with Brimstone is that you're not dealing basic attacks during the whole stun window. The only moment you do a single basic attack, 2 basic attacks, is during the garrote that you're going to cancel with your ultimate anyway because you want to cut down time. It is really hard for you to fully benefit from Brimstone, and Markata Desire, I honestly don't like it at all, especially for Evelyn, because it needs you to apply Anomaly on the enemy. And trust me, like keeping this with 100% uptime, especially on the stun window, it's really hard. You're not going to pull this off. You want to see the difference? 31% more damage than using Brimstone. It is insane. If you compare to Markata Desire, let's say you don't have Brimstone, or you're playing Evelyn with Burnies and you think you can go for 100% uptime on Markata Desire, it is still 35% more damage. Like, it's really insane. It's a huge gap. And if we compare with Astra numbers, same thing as well. 34%, close to 35% more damage. If you compare to Brimstone, 32% increased damage. So yeah, it is really huge. As you can see, Brimstone with Astra is somewhat similar to the signature with Lucy. But don't think this is like a reason for you to not pull Evelyn signature. Even with Astra, you're still losing like a lot of damage if you decide to not pull Evelyn's signature. Honestly speaking, if you're planning to pull Evelyn because you need a fire DPS unit, you decide to skip Burnies, you don't like Soldier 11, and you feel that Evelyn is going to be really good for you, please hold your pulse. Wait until you finish all the events, wait until the 1.6 special program or anything, and then if you see that you're going to have enough pulls to guarantee both Evelyn and the signature weapon, then you can spend your pulls. Because trust me, losing 32%, 35% damage, it is huge. It is a big deal. We're still using like a whole premium team, and there's still a huge gap. 25% in a premium team. So it's hard to tell you, oh, you can pull Evelyn only if you own Astra Lighter. You're still losing like 25% damage. It is like huge things. Okay. Oh, and by the way, quick tip for you: if you own Lighter, please run penetration discs on Soldier 11 or any fire DPS or any ice DPS you plan to pair with Lighter. That's because Lighter himself can provide around 75% damage, so yeah, you're saturating damage. Okay, in case you have no idea about saturation and penetration, things like this, I have a video on this topic, which I'm going to be linking right here in the top right corner. You can watch it later. Finish watching this video. Please don't leave this video right now. I mentioned about Soldier 11, right, because the signature is really good on Soldier 11. It is, like, it really is. As you can see here, you get 17% damage increase, almost 18% DPS increase by using Soldier 11 with Evelyn's signature weapon. And this is mostly because of the crit rate. Because if you take a look here on Astra Lighter, it is 25% more damage. Because Evelyn's main source of damage is the chain attack. For Soldier 11, the chain attack and ultimate damage is minimal, trust me. And for Evelyn, it makes up the most of our DPS. So you're not going to get the same DPS increase as Evelyn. And as you can see, Evelyn in a premium team with Brimstone still deals more damage than Soldier 11 in a premium team. Honestly speaking, Evelyn's good, Evelyn's super fun, but if you can't get her signature weapon, you're losing too much potential. Way too much potential for you to let it pass, okay? So hold your pulse, see if you can guarantee both Evelyn and her String Nocturne. And if you guarantee Evelyn's signature, it is a really good investment. Because, as I said, as long as you pair with any attack buff, Evelyn's signature is going to provide a huge damage boost for any attack unit, okay? So, hope this helped you decide if you're going to spend your pulls on Evelyn. And now let's talk about Qingyi. Qingyi, which is a huge stunner unit, quite universal and generalist stunner. And for those who don't know exactly what she does, she is an on-field stunner unit, which means you kind of need to field her because you need to stack resources on her and try to apply maximum stacks of her core skill on the enemy, because the core skill is going to increase the stun damage multiplier. And stun damage multiplier is something entirely different from damage numbers, you know, like Astra, Swing Jazz, things like this. It is not the same thing, okay? It is a final multiplier. So really good stuff as long as you're playing a burst DPS character, which means you feel Qingyi, and then once you stun the enemy, you spend all your DPS resources trying to deal the maximum amount of damage in a single stun window. Then yeah, Qingyi is the character for you. But we have a huge issue in your hands, and the issue is Trigger. Trigger is also going to be an electric stunner. I mentioned in my first impression video that I don't think Trigger is going to compete with Qingyi, right? It's a sniper. I have the feeling she's going to be a more burst stunner than on-field stunner. So maybe Qingyi and Trigger are going to fill different roles, but why wouldn't you wait until the 1.6 special program just to make sure? You see, you can just wait. You can just wait and see if Trigger is going to power creep Qingyi, if Trigger is going to fill a different role, and then once you have the confirmation, you spend your pulls on Qingyi. If you are 100% sure that you need Qingyi, if you like the character, then that's on you. I can't tell you, okay, don't pull this character no matter how much you like it. It's your account. If you're saving pulls, it's because in some moment you're going to want to pull some character that you like. And if Qingyi is the character, do it. If you still want to get the most of your pulls, then wait until the 1.6 special program. And I know it's going to be a really long wait, but it's the best if you want to get the most of your pulls, okay? And as for Qingyi weapons, no, just don't. It is not worth it. I'm not going to say that only works on Qingyi, but it's super tailored for Qingyi. And what I don't like is actually the utility it provides for the team. It's like 20% damage. Please, Astra is going to give you the same amount of damage, right? So instead of pulling like a signature weapon, why wouldn't you pull Astra and get the same amount of damage, a lot of attack for a single slot in your team? A lot of support weapons can provide you damage numbers as well. So honestly speaking, I don't find it worth for you to get like damage. It's so easy for you to saturate numbers. And now for those that are looking for some damage comparisons between Koleda and Qingyi in case you're pulling Qingyi because you want to play with Evelyn. It is great. Like, it is great. Look at this. Around 17%, let me hide this one on Soldier 11. Around 17% more damage than compared with Koleda. Right, but it's nowhere near close to lighter. If you plan to pull Qingyi because you're playing around Ice of Fire DPS, you just don't wait for lighter to rerun and get lighter. Qingyi is like a really good generalist stunner unit that is better paired with burst DPS units. That's it. If you're playing a sustained DPS unit, Qingyi is not going to be the best option. For Evelyn, for example, it is actually quite sad because you're not playing Evelyn as a sustained DPS, even though Evelyn is a sustained DPS unit. For Qingyi Evelyn, you need to play Evelyn as a burst DPS unit. You need to master the rotation I made on my combat showcase video just to get the maximum value of Qingyi. And in case you don't know how to do this whole rotation I mentioned here and there, then check out my combat showcase video that I'll be linking in this screen. Anyway, hope this video can help you decide where you're going to spend your pool. Trust me, just wait for the 1.6 special program. It's the best direction for your pools if you are free to play. Anyway, thanks for watching, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in my next video. See ya.